Hey, so I'm going to talk about my vision that came to me a while back and that I've linked to the Saturn Pluto Conjunction. So, it was maybe back in September or so, and I shared it with some people back then because I was on a sound healing course at the time, which was like totally blew my whole body open. Blew all of the channels open. So I felt like I was just a clear instrument that just things were being played through me. And so these visions, these messages, everything was just streaming through. So it was a really awesome time. And I luckily recorded most of them, either in my journal or voice memo. And I feel like now it's kind of a time to talk about my perception or my vision of how I saw this Saturn and Pluto energy playing out. Because as much as it is Saturn, which represents structure, represents reality, it's a bounding force. There's also great wisdom. There's a great... There's a groundedness to this. There's a maturity to this Saturn energy. And then Pluto is this force of light, depth. When I say light, it's almost like it's like the void. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a supercharged force to the Pluto energy that has the ability to shift you into the phoenix that rises from the ashes, that causes you to go through transformation, rebirth, transmutation. And there's huge layers of depth to Pluto's energy, and I just think it's a very enlightening one, but like enlightening in the sense of like it's going to take you down into the depth or out into this void, and that's how you get like transmuted and transformed. So it's kind of different in terms of enlightenment. It's like it's enlightenment through like the void. Right. So with those two combined together, I got this gorgeous visualization of our light bodies being restructured. So obviously we've got our physical body, but we also have a light body, our etheric body, our chakras, our energetic body. And it is this energetic blueprint or body that is getting a massive rebirthing or transformation. So this vision was a vision of all of these incredible beings, like light body beings, and literally the whole light body shone, all different colors, like radiating like a prism of light hitting into a crystal, and just all these beautiful colors being like fractaled out. And so for me, and this kind of, anyway, it goes on and on, but essentially my vision, so I get the message. The message that I got from this is that yes, there'll be loads of other layers to how this energy plays out in our structure, in our real world, in our financial world, our political world. All those things are also going to be affected by it and connected by this transit. But also, I think what it is that there's a reawakening within our souls, within our light body, that's calling for this multidimensionality to be born into our light body, so that our light body starts to achieve its greatness of multidimensionality. And because it's all in Capricorn as well, it's like we're seeking for something that that we can embody and ground, but grow with. And this Saturn energy so feels so at home in Capricorn, in this cardinal Earth. This energy, they're both very similar. So there is a rising. I always see Capricorn as like a mountain that's rising out of water. That's how I have always visioned it. And I feel like I've been getting so many this total random tangent, but I've been getting so many visions lately of pyramids rising from the bed of the earth, and this is very similar to the visions that I was getting back in 2012. So I feel like there is something in it that what was happening in 2012 was almost like a seeding, and now that we're actually in this Capricorn energy, there is this rebirthing, this rising of our crystalline body, because most of these pyramids that I'm seeing are like glass or crystal, and they're like totally covered in like seaweed and moss and all sorts of stuff, but because they're well hidden. But they're rising. So these crystalline structures, these grid holders is how I see them, is that they're holding a grid and they're ready to rise. And so this is all like more metaphorically, that there is an energy that's going to rise, and it will rise for our earth, it will rise for our planetary consciousness, but it will also rise within our physical structures, our light bodies, our light body structures. And so this energy is going to be the structure of light that rises from the water, or rises from our cellular water makeup, our DNA. It rises and it wakes up. And this is where the Phoenix, the Pluto energy, is going to totally transform and transmute these light body structures that we hold. And so I really see that as the energy that we're already getting to play with. We're like just over a month away from this energy. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm so distracted sitting here looking at the ocean. Anyway, have a good day.